I know I made a very, very, very strong statement that I had a big video coming for you, and I just feel the pressure raining down upon me. Now, most people would collapse under that pressure, and I think I might, but I'm not too worried about it because I have a simple update for you. You didn't see that coming. You thought I had some big planned out analytical update. Nope. Simplicity is my rule. All right, so let's get straight into it. So we're going to do the Canadian model, but we're going to also look at the summer because that kind of goes into winter. So let me make sure my volume's up. Okay. So here's our Canadian for July. Again, forecasting a cold July. We'll see how that turns out. August looks like this, very cold. September, cold. And then we head into October. Here's the transition because we head into November. That cold starts to hold a steady stagnation of a pulse. So it's remaining cold and it's staying cold power. Okay, not backing down here. So we see December. Gaze at that as I take my break. Coffee is therapy to me, so any break and rest I get from coffee, I take the reprieve. Anyways, here's December, and this is where it's accurate. It's on the spot, and it gets interesting, okay? Because we're seeing, forget that little cold blotch. The point is we have a big cold pattern coast to coast, east to west, north to south, okay? We'd head into January. See that? Again, it's just amplifying an total amplification of the cold here. Okay, so again, we go into winter headstrong with the cold. February looks like this. That's a cold pattern. Don't let anyone tell you different. It doesn't have to be overbearingly blue or green all over to be a cold pattern. You know, you have to have a certain setup in the atmosphere that angles it. For example, we have the positive PNA, we have the polar vortex block that we want, and we have the negative EPO, which is a ridge over Canada. So this is a beautiful setup. And then we head into March, which isn't really considered winter, but it's showing you that winter is here to stay this year. So I'm only going to do the Canadian. We're going to look at precip a little bit too, just to get a little glimpse off of that. We're going to do our seasonal. I'm not going to take this month by month. I just don't have the time for that or the energy or patience. So, all right. So we're going to take a look at July, August, September. Here's our precip. That looks overdone, but we'll see. August, September, October. I like that. So it's probably going to be accurate since I like it. Gut feeling. But again, we have a lot of precip towards the east. So keep that in mind. I've always promoted the LCR method, which is essentially as the pattern evolves, it evolves continuously into winter. It doesn't shortcut or short circuit itself. It's a pattern. It just keeps on going. You know what I mean? So, okay. Let's go into winter now. So here's that subjet developing. Let's go into winter and late fall. Very strong subjet developing. I will see more subjet towards the west. This is very unbalanced, and you don't want that for a cohesive weather pattern of producing healthy, ample, and copious amounts of cold and snow across the USA. You want it balanced, not like this lopsided thing here. All right, so then we head into November and December and January. I just want to head towards winter here, so let's do winter. Here's December and January and February. This is a snowy pattern. Don't get me wrong, okay? I almost finished that one gulp. Wow. There's like half of it left. Okay, so all right, so bottom line here is just focus on the green, not the other color of orange and dark red, because this is a snowy pattern because you see the jet west and east, not west to east, west and east. But you see it's kind of letting that precip come to the Midwest now. So we're seeing Midwest action, and that's your snowiest of winters when you get your Midwest involved, because then it creates an equilibrium. You're not just having an East Coast winter or a Western Rocky Mountain winter. Plus, the population is not all in the East Coast and the West. You want the Midwest involved too. With that being said, I'm going to conclude with again, I'm forecasting a cold winter based off this, well, not based off, but as evidenced by this model. Very snowy as evidenced by this model. And yeah, that's my forecast for this winter. Cold and snowy, I believe, for the winter of 2026, 2027. If you do like long range weather content, this is what this channel is all about. So be sure to click the subscribe button. Most importantly, then you can like, second important, and then thirdly and last but most important again is you want to share my content so I can become more famous here on YouTube. All right, guys, that's all I have for you now. Hope you enjoyed this update in the rest of your day. It's July 21st. I don't really keep track of the days. I'm not in high school anymore. That was a big thing in high school for me. But all right, peace out. Adios.